It is the Border Zone 1494 to A1. Now, there's been some exciting news this week out of Wodonga TAFE. The local teacher is up for a fantastic award, introducing Lana Hanssens this afternoon. G'day, Lana. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing well, thanks.
Now, you are a finalist for Teacher Trainer of the Year in the 2017 Victorian Training Awards.
So they tell me I am.
Oh,
Yes.
surprise. How did you come to be a finalist?
Well, at the end of last year, I was lucky enough to win Teacher of the Year for Wodonga TAFE for my institute. And then the lovely team of marketing gurus at Wodonga TAFE thought it would be a fantastic idea to put me up in the statewide awards. It was a fierce competition there, and there were a lot of applications, and it's now been shortlisted to 3 finalists. I went down to Melbourne and was interviewed by a lovely panel of people, and they tell me that I'm through to the finals on the 11th of October.
So you're in the top 3 in the state.
Apparently so,
How exciting is that?
It's a really cool title to have. Yeah.
Well, what happens if you go on and become the overall winner?
Oh, look, I'm not sure I'll be able to handle that much excitement, but I'll see how I go.
Now, we're not too far away from that being found out as well. October 11, so we're only really a couple of weeks away.
Exactly. We're off to the Crown Palladium, the same room that the Brownlows were held in. We're going down there. There's a team of people from TAFE coming with me, and we'll go and have a really good night.
That's going to be incredibly exciting for you.
Absolutely.
How are you trying to keep a lid on the excitement, though?
Yeah, great question. I guess I'll just sort of put it to the back of my mind. We've just started school holidays, so I'm head down with marking and assessing and all that sort of stuff at the moment, and I'll think about it come the 10th of October maybe.
Keep focused on work in the
Absolutely.
meantime. Now, how did you come about to, originally be nominated to go through the awards process? You must be an incredible teacher yourself.
Yeah, look, I love what I do, and when you love what you do, it's sort of, I guess, it projects on your work. And as I said, I was happy to win the local award and then to be nominated for the statewide award. It was quite a process to go through, but the team at TAFE have been very supportive in putting me through to that. And the whole process has been a really cool one to go through.
Now, the teaching of what you're doing itself at the moment, you are involved with young students.
Absolutely. So I teach young people in a program called the Victorian Certificate of Applied Learning, or VCAL for short.
Yep.
And that program is all about engaging young people who, for whatever reason, come to finish their secondary education studies in the vocational education system, which is where we are at Wodonga TAFE.
Which I guess is still something for a lot of parents that they don't understand, that young people looking to complete their secondary education, they can do this at TAFE.
Absolutely. So the VCAL qualification is equivalent to a secondary ed certificate.
Yep.
So our young people that complete VCAL can still go off and apply for the Army or the Defence Force with their qualification. They can still go off to do university or get apprenticeships, traineeships. So it is a fantastic pathway for those young people who maybe just learn a little bit differently. Applied learning, as the name suggests, is all about hands-on learning or project learning. Our young people in the VCAL program, they don't sit exams, they don't get a university score at the end of their program, but they end up with a qualification and a skill set that enables them to move on to the next stage of their study or their employment.
And a different path, of course, than the traditional heading off through Year 11, Year 12 and completing secondary education that way. There must be some great advantages for the young people going through their end of school studies with TAFE.
Oh, absolutely there are. And it gives them a really good head start into that next qualification that they're looking at. A lot of the young people that complete VCAL at Wodonga TAFE, they go into Certificate 4 and diploma level courses with us or with other institutes, and it really prepares them for that next level of study. The TAFE world is all about hands-on learning and that sort of real-life link to employment and link to industry. So coming and doing it through us is a perfect way to prepare them for that.
And how do you focus on being an inspiring teacher, or how do you inspire being an educator? How do you inspire your students?
Well, I've been asked that question a little bit lately since the awards come
Yep.
up, and I guess, I'll just say that when you love what you do, it projects in your classroom. I think we've all sat in a meeting or a conference or a class where we've had a teacher that maybe wasn't as excited to be there as we were, and that feeling projects in the classroom. So I rock up to my class every day. I have a great group of young people that I teach, and I love what I do, and it's a journey that we go on together, and we all have a lot of fun.
And like you say, at the moment, into the holidays, so there's a lot of marking and such things that you're going through at the moment. Heading into term 4, it's an exciting and sometimes a challenging time of the year for the students.
Yeah, absolutely. It's crunch time in terms of completing assessment and making sure that we've ticked all the boxes and we're on path to complete our qualification. We do that in a very supported way at Wodonga TAFE, and we do have all of that sort of wrapped around our students so that none of them are feeling too stressed at this time of year.
And as we've spoken about many times here on 2AY with Wodonga TAFE, it's not just about the young learners. It's for learning at every stage of life and still finding those pathways to fulfilling those dreams.
Absolutely. It really is there for the community. It's open to anyone, and we all need learning at different stages of our lives, and that's exactly what Wodonga TAFE's there to do.
We wish you the absolute very best heading into these awards when they're announced, but still, one of the 3 best in Victoria. That's a bit of a buzz, isn't it?
Thank you. Can I have a badge that says that? I'm going to wear it around.
We'll try and organise that for you. Finalist for Teacher Trainer of the Year on the 2017 Victorian Training Awards from Wodonga TAFE, Lana Hanssens. Thanks so much for your time with us here at 2AY.
Thank you for having me.